Good morning. It's me, Andy. And yes, I'm still on vacation. Well, today I have two places I want to take you to and show you some things. My first one was going to be Liberty Hall downtown, but when I got down there they were cutting the grass, doing some yard work, and it was kind of noisy. So I'll be going back there later today. But right now I'm at the Frankfort Cemetery, and what I want to do today is take you on a little statue tour. I love statues and structures and different things like that. So up here at the Frankfort Cemetery, they have a lot of beautiful statues, and not only statues, they have a lot of beautiful structures. So let's just walk around and see. Let's just walk around and see what all we can find, and I will stop and show you some of the beautiful statues they have up here. So let's get started. Here is the first statue I spotted. I don't know exactly who this is. It has some writing down here on the bottom of it, which is so light I can't really tell what it says. I know it says something from 1861 to 18, looks like 85, but that's about all I can make out. But anyway, it looks like to be a statue of a soldier, maybe? Something like that. But I just love... Oops, don't mean to zoom in too fast. As you can see, even look at his hands. Even got see, that's what I love about statues too. People that sculpt them, you can even see the veins in his hands. That's how detailed it is. I love that about it. Detailed. So, and of course, I'll walk around the back so you can see from all sorts. From this angle. So, there is our first statue, and as I was filming him, I just remembered there's another set of statues at another cemetery that I want to show you, and they are very beautiful, but I'll wait and tell you what they are when we get there. So now I see another statue over here we're getting ready to see, and like I said, there's a lot of other beautiful structures up here too that I'll probably stop and show you as well. So let's take a look, keep on walking. Here's statue number 2. She is on another pedestal. I guess they all are. She is on top of Helen Berry. It's our number 2 statue. Around the back of this one. Oh. I just love statues. They just tell a story within themselves. Just standing there. If they could talk, wouldn't that be something? Go over here and get another more of a view from her. Kind of dark, can't see too much. Goodness, they look like they're doing some yard work up here too, so it's a little noisy. But that's okay. Now, let's see. I know I've seen another statue over that way, so we will walk over that way and see what we find. And here is statue number 3. This is another one of my favorites. It's sort of like the one we seen not too long ago, or just a minute ago, but it's got a little more detail, I think, and so forth. I'm sorry, they're cutting the grass up here too, so you can hear the weed eater. That's this one. See the details? That looks how it's got a rag, concrete rag like draped over. That is neat as well. From the back. Just love the detail they've put into this. I mean, those covers or whatever it's supposed to be like hanging over those vases right there. I mean, it's concrete, but it looks as though you can just take it and take it right off. This one from the back. Let's see if we can get around to the front without the sun beaming too much. Kind of a dark shadow. But anyway, here we have a statue of an angel. You can tell she's very old. Looks like some of her fingers are missing, or all of them are missing, somewhat. And her arm has been broken off. We'll take you around the back view of her. And there's another statue of an angel who's posing almost just like that, and I'll get around to her in a minute, but I see another one over here, so we'll be heading over that way. This is John Hamilton Elliott. He was a judge, but it says he was assassinated for having done his duty as a judge. So the statue I come over to look at was this one up on top, but before I get to there, I'm assuming this is the judge. They had a statue of him. Kind of spooky, huh? But anyway, because as I was looking at this one on top, I noticed that it was blindfolded and it had a sword at one time. So that's the statues you see pretty much when you see an old courthouse or something of that nature. And the sun's really bright today, so a lot of these statues are coming out kind of dark, but well, I guess that's the way it is. And it seems like everywhere I went today, they're doing grass. They were doing grass at Liberty Hall, so I came over here to try to do these. And of course they're mowing over here too, but we'll just work with it. That's from the back. There you go. And I'll just keep the camera on. We'll walk over here to this one, which this one's kind of different. This one looks to be lonely and just kind of sleepy like. Zoom in on it so you can get a better look. Statues can say 1,000 words just about their poses. Alrighty, we'll move on to the next. Alright, this is the next beautiful place in the cemetery I'm going to show you. I believe it's a Veterans Memorial. As you can see the flags there, but it also has a lot of beautiful detailed work. It has that big pole in the middle, and on top there's a statue, and we'll go take a little look at it. So let's go. And this is the front side, and it has another couple statues on the front, and yes, it says I can't even pronounce myself. Military monument erected by Kentucky, AD 1850. So I'm assuming this is from back in 1850. That's a long time and to be standing. So let's go down here. I want to try to get a shot of the statue that's up there to get a more of a detailed look. Well, let's see. Sorta. Okay. Sorry, I know it's shaky, but I'm trying to. There's a little bit of a detail. She's holding, it looks like some kind of rings. Whoops, in her hand. And very detailed. But that's what's on the very top of this big monument. She sits way up there all the time. Okay, this here is one of my favorites too. It's a statue. It's not up high, it's down low where I can actually zoom in on it real easy. But it's a statue of a, looks like a girl. She looks very sad and lonely, but she makes a nice statue. So, and she's holding some kind of wreath in her hand. And this is her profile and her back down to her little feet and her little toesies. Okay, I guess that was a little too much, but anyways, she's one of my favorites up here. Okay, and now I've seen another one over here, right over there, which we're heading up to. We'll be right there in just a minute.